farthest in ages, and I have no patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me strong.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, Houseplan to the Drawing. I was asked to do there's a 3D modeling of this particular plan by some of my viewers or subscribers. So I'm just going to show you guys how I was able to 3D the plan and add the concrete fascia, the roof, the design, all those other little stuff. So without any further ado, let's just get right into the business. Let me show you guys how it looks like. I'm just going to this is how it looks like. Actually, I painted this with another kind of color because if I was to take it inside Twinmotion, I was going to render it differently. So this is just how it looks like. Okay, let's just go back to the other one that we're doing. So this is it. So the first thing you want to do after you've drawn your plan and add your windows and your doors, let's go to 3D view of this one to check how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. Okay, it's just like this. This is a 3D modeling of how it looks like. So what we want to do is we want to add the foundation of this building. We want to add the foundation. What I mean by that is this. So we want to add this. As you can see, this foundations, that's what we want to add right now. Okay, so for us to do that, what we need to do is under this design, click on the design. You're going to see the slab tool. Click on the slab tool. Click on the settings dialog here, then click this first one, and you come and give the dimension of the thickness of the slab. Okay, you can use let me say 450. I'm just going to use 450 for instance, and click on OK. Now once that is done, once you've done that, you want to click here, okay, and drag it to this side here. Once you've done that, I want you to go back to the 3D view. I can check what you've done. As you can see, we've already placed the foundation of the house down, but I don't place foundation for this part here, so I'm just going to do it. As you can see, this part I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go to the ground floor, and what I want you to do, just click on this white space. When you click on the white space, automatically you're clicking the foundation. So you can see this transparent green, a little bit transparent green. As you can see, if you press escape on your keyboard, it's going to be gone, but if you click on this white space, you're gonna be clicking on the foundation. Okay, so any kind of design you make, if you click this black node and you move it like this, once you click, if you go back to the 3D view, you're gonna notice that the foundation actually stretches the way it stretches on the ground floor plan. Okay, so it has effects on how it is on the 3D view. So you want to make sure you are doing everything you want to make sure that once you click on the foundation, everything you're doing is actually being done correctly. Okay, so once you click on this white space here, I want you to click this edge here. As you can see, just click the edge. Okay, now this stuff is going to pop up. I want you to click this insert new node, which has been selected, then click this side here, this edge here, just click it. Okay, once you click it, you're going to notice that this black node and a new black node is being inserted here. So I want you to do the same thing for this other side. So click any of the edge, make sure you're selecting this insert new node, then come here and click that point there. Once you're done, click this edge again. I want you to select this one, this offset edge. I want you to select this offset edge. Once you select this offset edge, then you can stretch it to this side or this side, or reduce it. So I want it to stop at this particular side, so I'm just going to click this side here. So once you're done here, I'll go back to your 3D view and then check it out. As you can see, this side here, as you can see, this side is being the foundation is being shown there. So once you've done this, the next thing I want to go into right now is the pillar sign. And please, for your drawing, try and cut out this part away because it doesn't really matter, or you can decide to leave it. I don't know, it's your choice, but just cut it out away. I didn't do that earlier in the previous video. So let's add the pillar sign. Let me show you guys what the pillar sign looks like. My previous rendering, this is how the pillar sign looks like. Okay, so let's add the pillar sign. For you to add the pillar sign, what you want to do is just come to the column here. As you see the column, click on the settings dialog here, and come and click on maybe segment. I think when you click on segment, or rather, to make it easier for you guys, once you click on column here, okay, click this star, you can decide to select this column rectangular reinforced concrete. Double click on it, okay, and you can come here and select the size of the column you want to use, or rather just leave it at 300, okay. And once you are done, I want you to click on OK. Once you are done, once you press OK, then just click. Once you click, you're going to notice the pillar sign is pop up here. Go back to your 3D view to go and check it out. As you can see, this is 3D. This is the pillar sign. Okay. So the first thing I want to do right now is I want to try and place it underneath this place. You want to press it to align with this building. Click on the pillar sign. Press Ctrl D to move it to this point here. Okay. So once it's here, just leave it as that. I made two pillars, so I'm going to press Ctrl D and move this to this edge here. Then I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to click on the pillar, right click, go to move and drag a copy. Then click this and move it here. Okay, there's this two right here. So go back to your 3D view and check what you've done. As you can see, this is already inside the building. Please always take note that anything you're doing on your 3D view, rather anything you are doing on the plan, anything you are adding, any elements, any pillar sign, any designs you are adding on the floor plan, always automatically shows on the 3D view. So take note of that. And what I want to do next is I want to try and design the pillar. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, just this one. Okay, click on this pillar. I want you to come here. As you see this bottom offset, sorry, come here, and because of the height of this our foundation is 450, okay, we want to make sure that this pillar goes down to the foundation. Okay, so I'm going to change this to this bottom offset. So I'm going to change it to be minus 450, then click enter. You're going to see that the pillar goes down. As you can see, it goes down. So we know that our work here is actually done. So the next thing I want to do right now is I want to add the designs. Let me show you guys. I want to add the designs, this design. As you can see, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 segments. So I'm going to create this segment now. For you to create a segment on a pillar, I actually made a video on that. We suggest you guys to go and check about the video so you guys can have a full understanding about how to add different segments on a pillar. So once you've done this, once you've put the pillar down to the foundation, I want you to click on the pillar, click on the settings dialog here, come to segment, then click on this icon here, just click on it, and I'm going to add like let me just say 5 segments. So I'm going to click 1 2 3 4 5 and click on OK. Once it's done, you're going to see this a little bit of like as if the pillar is the pillar is cut, is split into, I don't know. So as you can see, this is 1 2 3 4 5. So next thing for us to do now is to bring out the design. So click on the pillar, click on this edit. As you can see, this edit is gonna pop up. If it doesn't pop up, press escape, click on the pillar again, and this is gonna pop up. Okay, so click on the edit, and automatically you can see that the rest of the 3D design, the rest of the 3D building is being a little bit transparent. It's being blurred out a little bit. As you can see, you can't really see it. It's been faint. It's only the pillar that is being shown, so it means you only want to edit the pillar. Okay,
and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just
So the next thing we want to do next now is we want to try to create the concrete fascia for the house. Okay, so for you to create the concrete fascia, all you need to do is go to options, come to complex profile, click on profile manager, and click this new. So once you click the new, this stuff is gonna pop up. So I'm just gonna name mine a concrete fascia. Okay, so this is not duplicate, this is the new one. It's a new one, so I'll suggest you guys click on the new, not the duplicate. So click the new and change this to be a concrete fascia. So once you're done with that, just click on OK. Okay, so you're gonna have this, so just delete this, you don't need this. Okay, and click this beam, untick this for me to start drawing the concrete fascia now, the design. So I want to come to the come to this document, click on the line tool and select the black one and come and select just the solid line. Now I want to sketch out my concrete fascia, so I'm going to click on this X. This is very, very important. Make sure you click on the X, drag the line up and give a distance of, let me say, 500. Click enter. Now by another 500, click enter. Come down and give a distance of, let me say, 705. Click enter. Go like this backwards, 75. Click enter. Come down again and let's say another 75. Okay, then 75, then another 75. Then click enter, then click enter again. Okay, so once you're done with that, come here, select this and click another 75, right under 75 for the distance. If you make a mistake like this, always press backspace in Archicad. When you press backspace on your keyboard, it goes back to the previous mistake that you made. Okay, alright, so I want to go up by 75 again. Click enter, and this side by 775. So click enter and move this to the side and click. Okay, so I want to, from this X again, I want to take the X backward, that's using the line, and I want to give a distance of 225. Click enter, take it up by 150. Click enter and take it back. Okay, then go and take it to this side here, then click. Then I wanted to make sure this particular suspend groups, I wanted to click it on. So if it's on, leave it as it is, but if it's not on, make sure you click it on. Okay, then press Ctrl on your keyboard and cut out this part. Okay, so once you're done with that, I want you to select this particular line and you're gonna see this middle stuff, so just click on it and this box is gonna pop up. I want you to select this curve edge, select on the curve edge and drag it up so it makes this nice curve design. But it doesn't matter the kind of curve, just make sure the curve is, to your satisfaction. So then click this one, click, then drag it up, then click. So it has this nice curve design like a concrete fascia. Okay, so what I'm literally doing is trying to make the 2D design of how a concrete fascia looks like, how a concrete fascia should look like. Okay, so I want to click on the fill tool. The next thing you want to do, which is very, very important, after you've drawn all of this, click on the fill tool, press space bar on your keyboard. You're gonna see this stuff, it means magic wand. So you want to click, once you've seen this, once you hold on space bar, click inside, and this color is the color of the distance is gonna be filled up with this pink stuff. Okay, so click on the pink stuff, come down and select modifiers, click this, then click this component one, click this, click finish, click override surface. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to color I want to give the concrete fascia a design, that's a paint color. So I'm going to click on the tiles and I'm going to look for the paint, and I want to select glossy white. So I'm going to click on glossy white and I'm done. So the next thing I want to do right now is just click on save. So when you click on save, you can exit this. Okay, so once you've exited already, go to the ground floor plan, come to this design, click on the beam tool, click on the settings dialog, click this segment, okay, select this icon here, this third icon, then click this custom. This is going to pop up. I want you to select this this list view. Click on the list view. You're going to see this a concrete fascia. That's the one you created. It could just created by yourself. So click on the concrete fascia. Okay, once you are done with that, click on OK. Then I want to click on this chain again. So make sure you're selecting this chain, then click this. Okay, click from here, then click. Then I want you to trace out the design of the house looks like. So click this one again, click all of the edges of the house. That's what I want you to do. So click this side, take it up and click, then click continue. Okay, so once you're done, I want you to go to the 3D view to go and check it out. Okay, now as you can see, this is the concrete fascia that we just did. Okay, so this is the concrete fascia. So the next thing we want to do is I want to place the roof. Okay, for you to place the roof, I want you to go to the ground floor, and I want you to go to the first floor because I need to see how the concrete fascia looks like. So this is the concrete fascia. As you can see, the design of the concrete fascia goes along with the way the ground floor shape looks like. Okay, so for you to draw the roof, I want you to click on the roof tool, click on the settings dialog. I want you to click this one. Okay, change this one to be 45. That's the thickness, and I want this one to click on this one and change this one to be 1. Okay, you can click on this timber roof, and you can decide to use tar roof depending on the kind of design you guys want to use. So I'm going to click on the multi-plane geometry, but I don't want to come here now. Let me just click on OK. I'm going to come here after I've done what I want to do now. So just click on OK. I want to hold down spacebar on your keyboard and select inside. Okay, so if you go to your 3D view, you should be having your roof flying up like this, but we don't want it to fly up. We want it to be sitting on the concrete fascia. So what you want to do next is come to the south elevation. Okay, so south elevation can give you the view of how everything looks like. So click on the south elevation here, or if it's not being shown, you can come here and double click on the south elevation here. So as you can see, our roof that is flying up. So click on the roof, click on this black node. Make sure you're selecting this drag and drag it down to this edge here. If you look at this roof, you notice that it's actually exceeding the concrete fascia a little bit, which is actually good, but I want the roof to sit on the concrete fascia directly. Okay, I want this edge to sit as this edge. So what you want to do is click on this roof, click on the settings dialog here, come to multi-plane geometry, change your offset here to be 725, then click on OK. Okay, and just click this black node and drag it down on the concrete fascia exactly as at that point. As you can see, it merges together. If you guys are wondering how I was able to get this 725, if I click on this concrete fascia and I click on the settings dialog, you're gonna see here that this is the 725 I was talking about. So this is how I was able to know that it was 725. Okay, from here. Okay, so we are done. If you guys don't want your roof to be this tall, so you can decide to reduce it. Okay, click on the roof, click on the settings dialog. Now click on this geometry and positioning. Now come here and you can change the roof size. I think this roof pitch should be something of let me see, 32. Then click on OK. So it's just going to come down, but once you change your roof pitch, Archicad roof is going to go up. Okay, so you always, if you change for every roof pitch you change, always come and check the roof and put it down the way it's supposed to look like initially. Okay, so as you can see, this is much more better. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is go to the 3D view. As you can see, this is what as you can see is forming into the design I want it to look like. Okay, and this is it. So for your door, I want you to click on this door, click on the settings dialog, so you can give the door a particular design. So click on the opening lines, or rather just click, and I'm going to look for this. Click on this door settings and openings, but make sure you click this. Okay, so click this no grid and give your door this maybe this kind of a design. You can give it a kind of handle or the knob or whatever design you guys want to use. Okay, click this and click this opening lines, click this and untick this, then click on OK. So it's going to give you this door design. Okay, and let's move around and change this design. Click this and click on the settings dialog, and let's give the door this design. I'm going to give it this style 7. Click this and you have to change it twice for the second side panel. So I'm going to click on the style 7 too, and click on the opening lines, click on the override model view options and untick this opening lines, then click on OK because I don't want that line. So we have this. If you guys want to change how the door looks like, as you can see, this door looks like a wooden door from Archicad, from what you are seeing here in the 3D view. So click on the door, click on the settings dialog, let's change the door, let's model the door. So click on this thing and click on the model attributes and click on this uniform door surfaces. Then as you can see, this is wood. So we want to change the wood to metal. So click on this and scroll. I'm going to look for metal. So this is metal. I want to use this metal iron. I'm just going to use that because I just love using that. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to click on this and come down and scroll and look for this model attributes again. There are actually 3. This one, well, nothing's always here. This is only what you're going to see, so, but I don't really need this. So I'm just going to click on the third one and click this wood pine again. Make sure this uniform case surfaces is actually selected, and click this and change it to the metal iron, then click on OK. Automatically it changes into a metal door. Okay, but our door doesn't have a handle, so we're gonna do that now. Click on the door and click on the settings dialog, then click this and look for this handle. Okay, click on the uniform handles and click this and let's give it this one right here. So inside, no, I'm not gonna use the keyboard, so I'm gonna click on OK. So it should appear this. But if you guys don't want the two of this, so just click on the door again, click on the settings dialog. Everything that you can edit it to your own choice. Okay, so you have that, you have this one. Okay, so let's proceed into the next design I want to use. For this, I'm going to suggest you guys watch one of my videos about how to do this particular arc design, but because of time I won't be able to do that. So but I'm going to drop the link in the description so you guys can go and check it how it looks like, because that's going to take me a lot of time to do. So but what I should do rather, for much more faster design, I'm just going to hold on Alt, select this wall. Okay, click this, drag it and click this, then click again. As you can see, it's been covered up, but don't worry. Click on the wall again, click this black node. I want you to select this stretch height, so click on the stretch height and just move it as at that edge there. Okay, press escape and you're just gonna have this design like this. Okay, so this is one of the faster way for you to do that. Okay, I want you to do, you can do the same thing for this this other side too, by going on the first story to make it much more easier for you guys to understand. I'm going to go to the ground floor here and I'm going to hold on Alt, select this wall. Okay, select. Okay, I want the wall to be inside, so I'm going to just click that part there, then click this, then click this again. Okay, so what you want to do next is go to the 3D view. This, as you can see, this has been closed off. Click on it, hold down Shift on your keyboard and click on this second one. Click this black node, this node here, or that thing that looks like a yellow brown stuff. Okay, click on it and select this stretch height, then just make sure you're holding Shift to make sure you're making a straight line. So I'm just going to click. Okay, so it has this particular design and I want the pillar to sit under it. Okay, so I want to click on the pillar. Okay, make sure I'm not clicking edit again. Just click on the pillar, click this black node and make sure you're selecting stretch height. Hold down Shift on your keyboard and come and move your mouse to this point here. Just click and it's just gonna form along with it. I want you to press Alt on your keyboard, select this pillar, press Ctrl Alt, then select this pillar, so it actually becomes the same as it's supposed to look like. Okay, so we just have that. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually forming to look like the design we saw in the video earlier. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to try and put the, what do we call it, the railing. Okay, so before I do the railing, I want to do the step. Okay, if I want to do the step, I'm going to go to the ground floor, and you can use the line to first sketch out how the drone is going to look like initially. So I want the step to be around the side, so I'm just going to click and make sure you're selecting this rectangle so it will make your work much more easier. Okay, so we have 2 dimensions. So for me to go to the second dimension, I'm going to click Tab on my keyboard, click Tab, then click Tab again, and write 300, click Enter. So we are done with that. So click on this line, untick the suspend group so you can select this box at the same time. Then I want to make a copy of this, Ctrl+Shift+D, and make a copy, Ctrl+Shift+D, and make another copy. So we're done. Okay, so we have this. So the next thing I want to do is hold on Alt, select this slab, click on it, press spacebar on our keyboard, and click this, click this, click this. Okay, so go to your 3D view to go and check what you've done, and you have this right here. But we don't want this. Okay, we want to reduce this. So click on this particular one here on the slab. Click and reduce this to be, I'm going to give 150. Click Enter. Click this, and this should be 300. And I don't think this is actually needed anymore because we can just scale up. Okay, so this is how to actually create this step in Archicad. Let's go to the ground floor. Now for the railing, go to the design here, click on this railing tool, click on the settings dialog, and click the star. Then I want to, you can click on the star, you can come and select the kind of design of railing you guys want to use. So I'm just going to click on this. I'm going to double click on this glass panel railing, double click on it, and click on OK. Now click this point here because this is where I want the railing to start from, and I want it to end here. So I'm just going to click. Okay, so we have the railing there. I also want the railing here too, so I'm going to click that point there, click this, and I want it to stop maybe somewhere around here. So I'm just going to double click on that and do the same thing maybe for this other side too. Click, and do it for this other side too. Click, and yeah. So let's go and check it what we are doing in 3D, so we can check if it's actually making sense. Okay. If you guys want how to design your railing or more information about railing, you guys can check the description. But the next thing I want to do now, I want to try and put this step to the side here and put the railing design. So go to the ground floor. The easiest way for you to do it is just highlight all of this you've made, then right click and let's make a copy. So I'm going to drag a copy, click that point there, and come here and place it here. The next thing I want to do is right click again, go to move, and I want to rotate. So click, drag it like this, then click. So it's going to go to the other side. Okay, the next thing I want to do now is I want to try and put the railing. So if I want to put the railing, just go to the railing here, click on the railing, then click, drag, click. So you have the railing right there. Go to your 3D view and can check it out. As you can see, this is it here. So you don't have to waste time doing it all over again. You can just copy the design you made here to this other side. So we're actually done with the design. The next thing I want to do is go to the ground floor, and I want to create a kind of a ground for the house. I want to create a ground. So go to the ground floor. You can decide to use mesh. It's much more easier if you guys use mesh. You can use a mesh. This is a mesh tool right here. It's actually much more easier. So what this have to do is just give the kind of the bottom offset story, which is -450. Okay, so change this to be -450, Once you've done that, click this and click this one, click on the settings dialog and make sure everything here has been done. So just click on OK, then just click, drag, click. Okay, go to your 3D view to go and check what you've done, and you have this right here. Okay, so this is what the mesh does. Okay, if you guys don't want to use the mesh, okay, I'm going to delete the mesh. Click on it, right click and press delete. Go to your ground floor. You guys can also use the slab tool. I'm going to teach you guys how to use the slab tool. That is under the design. Click on the slab tool, click on the settings dialog here. Change the height of the slab to be like 1000. Sorry, 100, and give this bottom offset to it as accessory. I want it to be underneath the foundation, which is at the foundation height is 450. So this one's going to be minus 450, so it can be underneath the foundation. Click on OK, click, drag, click. Go to your 3D view and check it out. As you can see, you have this. Okay, if you guys want to make the color to be green, click on it, click on the settings dialog here, click on the model, click this again, and let's give it so click on OK, and there you go. So you have this. You can decide to change the color if you guys don't want this color. Click on the settings dialog. That's once you click this, click on the settings dialog and click this one here, change it to be grass green, and click on OK. So you have this. Okay, as you can see, we are done with a particular part of the design. We're done with all of the design I want to do right now. The next thing I want to show you guys, this is the toilet. Okay, this toilet, you can have this kind of a window. So I'm going to try and reduce the window. For me to do that, I'm going to click on the window. Okay, click this point here. Make sure you select this straight vertically. Okay, take it up and give the distance. Allow the height of to be 600. Click 600 and click enter. Okay, do the same thing for this other one. Click on it, click on this black node, stretch up and allow the distance to be 600 and click enter. So you have this right here. So you guys should take note of that, because it's going to make your 3D design look more realistic rather than to be looking a little bit weird. So kindly do that, please. So the next thing I want to show you guys is, if you guys notice something, the windows are taller than the door, which actually doesn't really make sense to me, because for every house you guys can see, except in different cases or different scenario, the windows are always the same length at the same height with the door, as you can see. So for me to do that, what I always do is this. I'm going to click on this window. That's this window. I'm just going to click on it, press Ctrl A on your keyboard and try and zoom in. Once you zoom in, press escape. Now this is very important. Click on this particular black node. Okay, come here and select this elevate. Select on the elevate and drag down. Make sure you click shift. Just hold down shift. Once you hold down shift, drag your mouse to this particular height of the door. So just click. Once you click, wait, and all of the doors, all of the windows is going to come down to the door level. So this is what I always do. Okay, so it makes your work much more easier. Okay, so as you can see, this is what you're gonna be having. So if you guys want to paint your, that's the walls and everything, what you can just do, click on this, click on the settings dialog here. Now click this edge here, just click on it and click this paint. Now you want to look for what looks like a brick. You can click on this list view, so it makes your work much more easier. Look for the brick design. So let me just click on this edge natural. I'm going to click on it and click on OK. So we have this brick design, this nice brick design. If you guys want the same brick to be shown on the step, you can click on the step, hold down shift, click on this one too, click on this one too, and I'm going to move and come to this other side too. Press escape, hold down shift, click on this one, then click on this one too. Click on the settings dialog, click this, and let's look for the brick. That's this. Then click on OK. So it's gonna have that particular design by the side, not on the top. Okay. So Also, if you guys check in the video, this particular edge here has this brick design. So what we want to do for that now is click on the walls. Just click on it, click on the settings dialog here, go to the model, click this, and click this, then click on OK. Okay, so we have something like this, but as you can see, some of the sides are not being completely painted the way we want it to be. So click on it again, click on the settings dialog, and click this end surfaces. Okay, click on it and click on OK. Now automatically everything is just going to be set up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now I also made a particular design around this side here too. That's where I just placed the tile. That's the tile design. For the way I did that, I used the concrete facial to do that. So it's very easy. Go to south elevation, and I want you to click on the document, click on this line tool. Okay, make sure you're selecting this rectangle and just click that point there, then drag it down, and let's stop around. Let me say a height of 270, and I want to tap to. I want this to be, let's say 205. Sorry, 205, and click on enter. Click this design. That's click the line. Press Ctrl C on your keyboard. Now I want you to go to the 3D view, or rather the ground floor. And the next thing I want you to do now, go to the options here, come to complex profile, click on profile manager, and click this plus sign. Click on the new, and I want you to name this a design, a tile design. Then click on OK. Wait, then click this bin to untick this, click this, delete this. Okay, then press Ctrl V on your keyboard. Wait, and zoom to. I'm just gonna click on zoom to pasted elements. Then just press and click this outside. Just click outside. Then click this stuff you made. Click on the node here. Come here and select this, drag and move it to this point here. Once you're done with this, press this fill tool, press spacebar on your keyboard, select inside of this, click this, and come here, select this finish, click on the override surface, and give it the design you made. That was the brick design. So this was this design here. Okay, so I'm just gonna click because I'm already done with whatever I want to do right now. So I'm just gonna click on save and exit. Once I'm done, I'm going to come back to this design here, click on the bin tool, click on the settings dialog, make sure you're selecting this segment, make sure the segment is being selected, click on the stored icon, click this and look for a tile design, which you save it as. So this is it. I'm going to click on it, I'm going to click on OK, and the next thing I want to do right now is try and trace it out on the ground floor. Watch how as I do this. So I'm just going to place it everywhere. That's the way I did that was the concrete facial. And finally click this part. Once you're done, I want you to go to the 3D view to go and check what you did. As you can see, it's being placed exactly how you want it to be placed, how you want it to be seen. So you have this particular nice design for your building. Okay, so you guys should take note of this. So this is one of the ways you can easily beautify your own in Archicad. And if you guys want to paint that's the walls and all those other stuff, it's much more easier for you to get that, for you to do that, because I don't want this video to be longer than usual. And also the pillars, I would suggest you guys should check how to create a segment pillar, because you guys can learn how to color this part. If you guys want to learn how to color it, click on the pillar, click on the settings dialog, click this, click on the settings dialog again, and come here and come and change the color. Okay, click on OK. Automatically you can give the pillar different colors. I don't want to go any further because I don't want this video to be long. Okay, so if you guys want to paint any walls or anything, just click on this particular wall, click on the settings dialog, click this, and let's give paint, you can search for paint. As you can see, we have paint. So I'm going to click on titanium white here, as you can see. Then click on OK. But it's the other side that I got painted. So I'm going to click on the wall again. Click on the settings dialog and change. I'm going to give this, okay. And I'm going to uptick this and click on OK. So as you can see, we have this white color, okay. You can click this wall too, and let's do the same thing. Just make sure you're just trying to give that particular design. As you can see, one part is going to work, the other part isn't going to work. If you guys don't want to select all, as you can see, this is selecting at the same time. Come here and select the suspend group, so you can select only one wall. Okay, click on the settings dialog, untick this, or rather just tick this again, tick this, so you can select, can have this particular titanium white here, untick this and click on OK. So this is white too, but for my drawing I didn't use this. I use brick. Okay, I used brick. I used let me see, this kind of a brick design. I didn't use white, so that the drawing can be have a kind of a unique design. Okay, so that was what I did. So for this other side too, just click, I'm just going to hold down shift and click the other side too. Click on the settings dialog and try to give kind of a paint. I'm gonna give a white paint. Okay, so let's do it for the other side too. Click on OK. So it has that white color. So if you guys want to do this, if you guys want to paint this edge here, what you can do is click this wall, click on the settings dialog and click this end surface, then click on OK. If you guys wanted any other additional videos on this, I'll suggest you guys watch some of my some of the link I'm going to post in the description below, so you guys can have a bit of an understanding on what this actually looks like. So click on this particular wall, click on the settings dialog, and let's paint this side to be okay. Sometimes this one works, that's for this edge here. Okay, if you guys want to paint for this edge, if you guys want to paint this side, click on the wall, click on the settings dialog and click this, then click on OK. So it's just gonna have the same color. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this other side too. Okay, that doesn't work, as you can see. So I'm going to click this side, click this, sorry, untick this, click this again and look for the paint titanium white. Click this, untick this, click on OK. So they can have the same color, as you can see, the same color. So I think what remains is this back. So click this, click on the settings dialog and let's change this. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I'm just gonna look for paint titanium white and click on OK. So if you guys want to paint this edge, remember, click on the settings dialog and click this, then click on OK. So this is going to be painted. Okay, now this side too, this is for this side, then click this, then click on OK. So you guys can have this particular nice design. Okay, now for this side here, remember I used brick for the other side, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, I'm going to use brick, that's this brown one. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for this other side too. Okay, that didn't work, so I'm just going to do this for this other side. Brick brown. You can decide to search so you can be much more faster when you are working. Okay, so I'm going to click this edge here, as you can see, because what I'm trying to do is that, as you can see, this particular side is not giving me this brick, and I want it to give me the brick. So I'm going to click on this side, click on the settings dialog, and click this part, click this one, and try to move it to this brown. Then click on OK. So it's going to have that particular design around the side. So click on the wall here, click on the settings dialog, and let's do the same thing. I'm just going to search, so it's much more easier for me. So click on OK, and that's this particular color. Okay, so if you guys want the same color for this other side, click on this wall that we created earlier, click on the settings dialog. You can decide to click this, and let's look for brick, then click on OK. So it has that's a particular design, as you can see. So it makes your work much more easier and neat. Okay, so for this other side too, we're gonna do the same thing. But I'm gonna use paint, titanium paint. Okay, so I'm gonna click this and use the same paint. Okay, click on OK. So it has a particular design like that. Okay, so there you go. And this is what I can do for you guys now, because this was the way I was able to render that in Archicad. So you can actually design, as you can see, you can design the colors to be any kind of color you guys want. Okay, so click on Alt, select this, press Ctrl Alt, select this other pillar, so it's gonna have the same design on it. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of the ways for you to do this in Archicad. Okay, if you guys want to know how to place the frame, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. If you guys don't know how to design this particular frame here, I'll suggest you guys watch one of my description. I'm going to post the video on how to do this particular frame, so you can put you guys through in Archicad. Okay, for this design, as you can, these two designs you guys are seeing here, I'm going to show you guys how I was able to do that now. Go to that's this one we actually designed now. Go to the ground floor. Now what I want you to do is hold Alt on your keyboard and select this wall. Then what you want to do next now is just from this point here, just click, okay, select this outside surface and click inside, so this can be outside, and just click, then click. Now I want to try and reduce this wall. This wall is too thick, so I'm going to click on the wall, click on the settings dialog here, and click on the geometry positioning. Come here and change this wall to be something like, let me say 25. Click enter. So it's gonna be small like this. Okay, now go to your 3D view to go and check what you did. So as you can see, this is it right here. Okay, click on the wall. I want the wall to be down, so I'm going to scroll here and change this bottom accessory to be minus 450. Click enter. So the wall is going to be down like this. Okay, and I also want the design. I want the design to stop around the side here. So I'm going to click on this black node. Make sure you're selecting the stretch. Come down, hold down shift on your keyboard and select this point here. So it's just gonna look like that. Okay, so go to your ground floor plan, hold down Alt, select this wall you did, and let's give it the same design around here, and the same design around here too. Double click, so you're done with that. Then let's go to the 3D view. Go to 3D view. So let's go and check that out. And yeah, we have that. So I want to model it. I'm going to click on this and hold down shift, click on this, and click on the settings dialog. Let's model it to be the brick. Now I think it was this one. Oh no, it wasn't that one. So I think it was this one, edged. So click on OK. So you're just gonna have this particular design, as you can see. So it's much more easier to do that. Click on this, click on the settings dialog. Click this and let me search for brick, edged. So click on OK. So it has this particular design. Okay, it's much more easier. If you guys want to do more of this, it's much more easier to use CI tools to do it. What I mean by CI tools is actually an add-on installed inside Archicad for you to do your work. That's this is CI tools right here. Okay, so let's go back to this design. So this is one of the ways to do your design in Archicad. I'm going to show you guys how to render it. Okay, But I didn't do a lot of rendering in Archicad. This is only what I did in Archicad, and I took the drawing inside Twinmotion. So when the drawing was inside Twinmotion, I was able to render a lot of things, do a lot of animations and a lot of pictures, because it's much easier for you to render in Twinmotion and in Archicad. So I want to render this now in Archicad. I want to go to the options. For you to render in Archicad, go to document here, scroll down and click on this, come to this creative imaging, click photo rendering settings. This stuff is gonna pop up now, so just wait for a few seconds. Then what you want to do is click this size here, click this one here, then click size to 3D window. Okay, click on the settings, and okay, so we don't have any light or anything, so I'm just gonna use that. That's okay. This is okay. If you guys want a quick rendering, you can decide to click this one right here. Just wait for a few seconds or a few minutes. Archicad is going to show you how the render actually looks like. So as you can see, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. So if you guys want a bigger representation of this, what you can do is just click on this photo render projection, click on it, and it's going to do the bigger version of this. Archicad has render our 3D model design completely. As you guys can see, you can decide to exit. As you can see, this is how it actually looks like. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial video. All right. Kindly, I didn't explain this, but for your windows, you can click on the window and click on the settings dialog here, and come to the sliding window settings, click this, and you can come out. You can always model your windows. You can model it. Okay, you can give it always use aluminium. Yeah, metal aluminium, always use that. Okay, so click on OK. So that's one of the ways you can also render your video or your window. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial video. Okay.